Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Could somebody explain to me how a team that's been in the Premier League for 3 years, collecting and receiving all the riches that the Premier League brings, um, the parachute payments after being relegated, and also spending within our means in the Premier League as well, also selling Rafinha and Phillips and all the money that we must have couped over the last 3 seasons, how can that club then go down to the Championship and then have to field two goalkeepers to to thicken the bench up and still not even meet the requirements of a full bench? This is an absolute catastrophe. This is a disaster. What's happening at the moment to our football club is is unprecedented. Do you know what? I've never seen anything like it, really. I mean, I'm sure there has been occasions where this has happened, but this is Leeds United we're talking about. This is one of the biggest clubs in English football, outside the top six. Probably what? Yeah, us, Everton, Villa. I put us on par with them. And the circus that is Leeds United at the moment is really depressing. We lose to Birmingham 1-0. Toothless in attack, but we know that. I mean, any team that's starting up with Gelhart up front, Pervader, Dan James is going to struggle to score goals, and that's nothing on them individually, but as a collective, they're going to struggle. They're going to struggle to score goals. I actually think we defended pretty well. I think we looked pretty solid at the back. It was just that mistake by Dan James at the end that cost us. But it never really looked like we were going to win the game. So yeah, I wouldn't say we've dropped 3 points, a point, because I think a draw, especially going into that stage, a draw is all we could have hoped for. Birmingham really up the ante at the end, but we shouldn't be in this situation. You know, we're 3 games into the season. We drew at home to Cardiff, last gasp equaliser. We scraped through in the cup. Let's be honest. Although we did pepper them in the second half, but yeah, we got through. That's all that matters, I guess. And then we've lost to Birmingham, and I'm dreading Friday against West Brom. I think it's Friday, yeah, against West Brom. It's turned into a bit of a horror show, guys. And we've seen this morning that Jack Harrison has got a loan release clause in his contract, and he's going to could be joining Everton on loan, which is fine. Like I've accepted the fact that Jack Harrison's going to be leaving, and in fact, if he does go out on loan and we was somehow if we did somehow manage to get out of this division, then we could have him back next season in the Prem. Unless there's a obligation to buy, I don't know. But in an ideal world, we could loan him out and then get him back next season. So yeah, this isn't about Jack Harrison. This is about the rats, the absolute rats, who have left us threadbare. Nonto, potentially Sinistera, potentially Somerville. I don't know what's going on with Somerville. He looked fine after Cardiff. All of a sudden, he's injured. 3 days later, his best mate, Nonto, not playing. I don't know what's going on. It's an absolute horror show. And do you know what? I feel so sorry for Daniel Farker. Like, getting a Leeds United job is an honour, right? Don't get me wrong. But the events that have preceded since he's taken over, he must be sitting there thinking, bloody hell, what have I let myself in for here? Like, it's a horror show, absolute mess at the moment. And I don't know who to point this anger at. I'm not pointing at the 49ers, although they're in charge now. That yes, they've walked into a shit show, but now it's their mess to clean up effectively. We slowly signed Rodon, Ampadu, and Darlow. I'm hoping the next 2 weeks is a blitz, because if it's not a blitz, we're not getting promoted. In fact, right now, we're already 5 points off the pace to automatic promotion already after 8 days of the season starting. The Premier League feels a million miles away already. Like that starting lineup against Birmingham, I thought, well, the last 3 years we might as well have been in a coma, because the current state of this club is quite sad, really. And when that goal, when Birmingham get that penalty at the end, you could just see it. You can just see it. It's just at the moment, it's just a complete circus. Other clubs must be absolutely laughing at us. And if I wasn't a Leeds fan, I'd be laughing at Leeds as well because it's an absolute shit show. Um, and we need some clarity of what's going on. Um, you know, the people that don't want to be here, just go. I don't care who you are. If you don't want to play for Leeds, don't want to put in that white shirt, just leave. Just go, right? Um, and the players that are here, the team we put out yesterday, it wasn't horrendously bad, but it stinks of mid-table, doesn't it? It stinks of struggling a bit, lower end of mid-table, in my opinion. So I know that's not going to be the final team that we head off into the season with, but as of now, it it's just not good enough, basically. Um, so I'm concerned. I really am. 2 games gone. We're already 5 points off the pace at the top. I know it's a long old season, and I know the season's not won or lost in August. I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying we're already playing catch up. And I look at our team at the moment, the team that played yesterday, and I can't see where any goals are coming from. Obviously, we've got Bamford to come back. Does that fill anyone with confidence? And aside from that, it looks like Nonto, Sinistera, Somerville, Harrison don't want to be here. So that's 4 of our outputs gone for goals. So we need to sign people literally as soon as possible. Like before our next game, we need to have people through the door. But as I said, put one positive from yesterday. I thought we actually defended really well. So that could be something to build on. And obviously, we still got Rodon to play as well. So all is not lost yet. The war isn't lost, but we're losing many battles on and off the pitch at the moment, and I'm really concerned. It's quite depressing. We can never just be that football club. I would never want to be a Norwich, by the way, or a Burnley, by the way, but we can never be that club that just get relegated and then just win the league with ease. Like, I was hoping for that in all my predictions. I predicted that, but somewhere in the back of my mind, I just know this is Leeds United. It never happens like that. Don't get me wrong. I still think we could get promoted if this mess is sorted out. If we end August, even if we was to lose to West Brom and to Ipswich, there'll still be 42 games left for us to sort this out. It just depends on the bodies we get through the door. But like I said, I don't understand how a team who's had 3 years of Premier League riches, got parachute payments, sold players, spent within our means. I can't understand how that club is now fielding the team that we've got and can't even fill the bench. It's quite sad, and let's just hope that this gets resolved in the next 2 weeks, because I do back the 49ers. I do believe in the 49ers, and they don't make any gold, they don't make any dollar unless Leeds United succeed. So I'm sure they're going to do all they can to make us succeed. But right now, as I said, the Premier League feels a million miles away. Enjoy your Sunday, guys. Sorry if it seems negative, but how can you be positive right now? I mean, get your comments in the section below. Try and cheer me up. But yeah, please like, comment, and subscribe. And have a good Sunday, guys.